Hello, you're watching Big Red Journeys, and on today's journey we're here in Anaheim, California for Wondercon 2022!
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who are the three going to destroy the big black bats? Help not for you, Batman! We're out to get you! Destroy you!
WonderCon is held at the Anaheim Convention Center. This is the first year back after, I believe, a 2-year hiatus due to the unfortunate world events that have occurred with COVID. But it is back for its first full weekend. I'm excited to be here. We're heading towards the main front entrance. Most of the stuff is going to be in front of Hall D and I believe E. And for those who are very familiar with D23, the Disney Expo, that's the same place where it's going to be held at. The D Hall is the big one where all the big news are and all the panels are. Also, this may not necessarily be a part for next year, but this year you had to prove either proof of vaccination or within 72 hours of a COVID negative test. Hopefully by next year, that'll be gone away with. Also to mention, at the time of this recording, we were here on the third day of WonderCon. We just came for the one day. Check it out. It is a little bit smaller because up until just recently, about a month or two ago, they weren't even sure if the con was actually going to be held due to obvious, COVID regulations and restrictions. Then at the very last second, they ended up opening it up and putting a con as best as they could. So I wasn't even sure if I was going to attend, but then I decided, yep, I'm going to now. One of my favorite things of all Comic-Cons are going to be the Artist Alley. The aisleways and which ways to see some of the greatest up-and-coming artists, even those who have already established a name for themselves. Pick up some cool art pieces. I always love this. It's always good to see new artists. Some of my old favorites are probably going to be here as well too, and just to see some of the great ideas that come out of their minds. I'm going to pick up some new art here. The art of Tom Hodges, I saw this one, it caught my eye. Look at this. General Grievous and Yoda, but not just any. We're talking them in as Stitch. Stitch Grievous, Stitch Yoda. I had to pick one up. There's also this one here. Baby Yoda with the frog lady. Pretty cool Grievous as well here too. And the hitchhiking ghost. A little follow-up to my RocketCon video, which if you haven't seen yet, I'm going to link somewhere right in here somewhere. But artist Ralph Lee Miranda. Oh, Babaloo. If you remember, I picked up some cool crossover the dog picture. Well, this one, he didn't have it ready for me last time, but he had it ready for me this time. Chihuahua. It's perfect. Looks like Pablo and my favorite Star Wars character. So this is pretty cool. Got the Mount Rushmores of pretty much a lot of your famous teams and genres. Pretty cool one right there of the light side and the dark side of Star Wars. My Mile High Magic over there with Denver. Peyton Manning leading the way. Disney. Harry Potter, Star Trek. We don't talk about this team. But pretty cool. The wonderful tiki work of famed artist Jeff Granito. I've always been a big fan of his work. Got cool pillowcases, the mugs, drink stirrers. My favorite ride of all time, the Jungle Booze Cruise. Love it. And there's the big man himself right over there. How we doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, sir. Good, sir. Well, I'm a sucker for the tiki, and I'm always a sucker for Jeff's work. So I ended up having to buy this beautiful tiki metal sign. And I don't know if you can tell. Let me know in the comments if you know who these guys are supposed to be. I'll let you know. Is this room actually stretching? That might be a little hint for you. Let me know. This is some really cool artwork here. This poster, there's the original one for a comparison, Spider-Man. But the poster itself, you can tell here, is the entire dialogue from the film. Color-coded and written out just like that. So you step away, you got a nice solid poster, and zoom in a little bit. The entire dialogue, look at that. And no con is ever complete for me without seeing my good old friend, Mr. Lukey McGarry. There he is. Hello. The man behind the mask, literally and figuratively. But you may more know him as famous for the creation of Sad Chewie. Unfortunately, when Han got killed off in very dramatic fashion. But if you ever see him at the con, he makes great caricatures, full color, pet drawings. I have a bunch from him. Always good. But it's always good seeing you, sir.
Always good to see you, man.
Well, my good friend here, Preston of S. Preston Designs, makes some great items here. He's known for doing mashups of some of your favorite characters and putting them with your favorite sports teams, including some minimalist work here with Star Wars. These are from Star Wars Rebels. Look at this. Tasmanian Devil with the Giants. Daffy with my Anaheim Ducks, perfect. And Jasmine with my Padres. Definitely you got to pick up some of his work. If you're ever in Anaheim, he actually has his studio at the Garden Walk Mall in Anaheim, which is just a couple blocks down from Disneyland. Who's and What's It's always have some pretty cool shirts and items, including this Voodoo Emporium. If you got friends on the other side, this might be the shirt for you. A variety of very simple and classic bucket hats, regular hats. You can probably tell some of the films, Disney films that these are based off of. So I love this partnership right here. Two of my favorite pin companies, Punch It Chewy Press, BB Create, and a little love extra for Punch It Chewy, who are local to San Diego. Yes, a little SD love. A little extra love to them. But we'll start here at BB Create. I have a bunch of his pins over there. I just picked up a brand new one. Want to show the brand new one I just picked up right there? Look at that.
Right there, the
Wookiee
Claw.
Wookiee Claw. Look at that. That's great. I picked up two. One for show, one for keep. And then Punch It Chewy always comes up with some great stuff. There's an example of a few of their great pins, including the new matchups of the Lego Skywalker series. I love it. A play on words. I love it. Chop, 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 chop. Go ahead, do your thing. Every convention, there always seems to be the fortress of shirtitude, selling all the different types of brands and genres and movies and everything of shirts. Crazy. And of course, if you're a fan of the mystery boxes, I think we found what you're looking for. I see everything Marvel, Avengers, Hydra, Jurassic Park, even Bob Ross boxes back there. Look at that.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Harry Potter, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You name it, they pretty much got it right here. Looks like this year for WonderCon, one of the bigger vendors here is going to be Bandai and Namco. Famous for a lot of toys and models, especially the Gundam. Got some cool Dragon Ball Z as well. And the biggest booth here at WonderCon is going to be that of Funko, themed to the Tiki Hut. Oh, and there's even the founder of Funko right over there signing the boxes. Build your own Wall-E robot? Well, there you go. Here's two right now. Oh, and my favorite. Mo. So I like this one, a little matchup of Robbie the Robot and R2-D2. That is nice. And then on the upstairs is where all the panels are going to be, discussions. Here are some of the rooms, the 206 rooms. There's some more down over that way. When you pick up your badge, make sure to also pick up the program book, which has the complete schedule as well as a map where everything's going to be located. including panels, discussions, halls. Even if you're looking for a particular artist, vendor, this is the place to have it. And if you're into cosplay, this is the place to be. Always in front of the convention center, in front of the famous fountains. To see and be seen, this is where you want to be. Lots of great cosplay out here today. That plant looks a little hungry.
Oh, you know, he's kind of always hungry.
He is always hungry. What do you feed him?
It's a special solution of mine.
Ah, that makes sense. Very good. It's a beautiful plant, by the way.
Thank you.
What is that? What do you have? A video, sir. It looks into your soul.
What? It looks into your soul?
It does, sir.
You don't want that.
No, not at all. And this is the winner from LA Comic-Con, right? You won recently. Well, that is going to do it for today's journey here at WonderCon in Anaheim, California. I had a great time. I hope you did as well too. This was just a short little trip. I was only here for one day on Sunday. It is a 3-day event. In fact, I don't even know if it was supposed to happen up until just a month ago when stuff was happening, getting released, news, the website's being updated. So the fact that it even occurred this year was an accomplishment in its own right. And of course, kudos to the team who put this all within the very brief period of time that they had to make it happen. So regardless, it was here, we had a great time, and I hope you did as well too. But if you're new to the channel, first of all, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up for me. Second, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And third, hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever there's a new journey that comes across on the channel. We're going to be doing a lot more things here in the year. We're going to be here at D23, which is in September, Star Wars Celebration, which is in May, and a whole lot more. So don't miss out. As well as follow me on Instagram at Big Red Journeys. So from me to you, thank you, and I'll see you on the next journey. Bye-bye now.